You're watching PTV.
Table Treats presents the amazing Steak-'em sandwich. Take 'em home and steak 'em in the freezer. Take 'em out and steak 'em in a pan. 60 seconds later, they're ready to eat. Then you steak 'em with anything you can. Steak 'em on a roll with cheese. Steak 'em any way you please. Steak 'em 100% beef, thinly sliced with no additives, not even salt. Cooks in 1 minute. Amazing. You can steak 'em in the north, you can steak 'em in the south, but the best part of all is when you steak 'em in your mouth. Steak 'em, the 60-second meal.
Oh,
Let's try that
Whoa.
again. For some reason, it didn't go.
From the San Francisco Bay Area, it's time for PTV Live. And now, here are the stars of PTV Live: Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry.
There, the intro did work that time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
And I guess that's Pete. It's good to see him.
People from people, so.
Yeah, you know, it's been quite a week. So I'm just glad that we're all here.
Been quite a month.
Yeah, it has.
Been quite the.
And we're only 13 days into January, so
not even 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks has been like, we'll talk about that later.
But I do want to bring everyone's attention. The lower right corner, you'll see Countdown to Christmas. It starts Monday, September 1st, 2025. So
we're all in Christmas. I was telling him, obviously, you can see we're sans Christmas tree.
Yeah, if you look behind Doug right there, you'll see totes sitting on the floor.
Oops.
Yeah, right there. Those are some of the totes that we use. You'll see a little bit of that a little bit later in the show. But I wanted to make sure that we got to that.
It's going away.
The tree is gone from behind us.
Our tree's packed up.
Oh,
you want to turn that down?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
We're it's coming
Sherry
down.
is so challenged at times.
Yes.
No, I've got the garlands and lights still back up here, and there's no tree. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Siri was trying to take over my computer. It heard me say her name and assumed I was like
talking
Amanda.
Odessa.
No, I've still got the garlands and lights back behind me because since that's a new addition, I need to find a home for that in the attic.
And we still have the trees upstairs.
Yeah, trees
and my miniatures.
Yeah. So dining room and living room are still in place. We're going to be taking care of that over the next couple of weeks, but we're going to be taking our time because with as stressful as January has been already, we still need a little bit of happy around.
Actually, some things have helped me just dealing with stuff while we're like, okay, this could go. So we're taking our sweet ass time too. We're in no rush. Plus, we got to redo the organization. So that's a whole thing. And we're going to do, I think, we're going to have some resemblance of Christmas being up year round, not just the holiday tree or celebrating it.
We're going to figure...
I don't know what that will be.
We don't know.
I think I want... So we're going all in and having the Christmas lifestyle?
Yeah.
We're going to have something Christmas up.
As Doug said, Christmas is a lifestyle for us. We will have a shirt pretty soon in our shop that says Christmas is a lifestyle. That will be designed by Doug.
Done.
I
haven't been able to do much.
Sherry was just saying that it's a little cold in here tonight, and that's because we don't have a 95-degree tree spinning behind us.
Right. That's why it's so...
Yeah. So yes,
so much
yes, Christy, it is a little cooler in here without the arbol.
And
yes,
got a question there.
Yes, Mar, I am 100% back after 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's just been the last couple of weeks that I've been 100%.
Yikes.
Yeah. Hello, Kathy. It's our cousin Kathy. Hello, family. So good to see you. Well, you know what?
I could probably swing that too because Halloween is huge.
Tonight's main theme. Tonight's main theme is Polar Opposites, the film that just premiered on Hallmark Channel this last Saturday. So to prepare for that, I need to make a cocktail. Okay. Polar Opposites is about a film in Antarctica. and penguins are part of the storyline. So I decided to come up, instead of with an Antarctic themed cocktail, I looked for a penguin themed cocktail. And it's inspired by a gentleman on YouTube by the name of Anders Ericsson. He's in the Chicago area, and he made something called a lonely cocktail. So we're gonna hit the cocktail cam here, and I'm gonna start making this drink. This is a drink that requires crushed ice. So I'm gonna start by putting a little crushed ice in the shaker. Let's go ahead before it starts to melt everything. Yeah. Okay.
Did the ice come from a glacier?
No, not a glacier. It just came from
From General Electric.
It came from General Electric. Yeah. I'm gonna start by putting in 3/4 of an ounce of cream of coconut. Oh, let's put this down here so people can see. Cream of coconut. Gonna go in here. And
Oh,
there we go.
I know
that
it
is
just plops.
thick.
It's so.
It is thick stuff.
Yeah, it is thick stuff. I lined the little glass with oil so that it would fall out faster.
Very, very, very light amount. Like, get your finger and just kind of.
So with that, I'm going to use some Maker's Mark whiskey. The original recipe calls for rye, but I don't have rye on the bar at the moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and use regular bourbon whiskey. And it's 1.5 ounces that I put in.
Ooh.
And now you can rinse out a little bit of the coconut milk.
Yeah, the coconut will be going into there eventually. So yeah.
That's a lot of whiskey.
Coconut cream.
That's a lot of whiskey.
So it's whiskey, Chambord,
Yeah.
coconut cream.
Then I'm going to put in a 1/2 ounce of Chambord. He uses actually framboise, but I don't have that. So that's why I'm saying that this cocktail is inspired by Anders. So it's going to be
berry liqueur.
Yeah, it's
framboise or foie gras.
Foie gras is duck liver pate.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to put pate in my cocktail.
Which
Now you've put worse things in.
Very, very fancy bottle. Okay.
It's the French.
Then comes the fresh lemon juice. I squeezed this from lemons that was provided. These lemons were provided by Sherry from the tree in the backyard. So in that goes.
Which we have another bumper crop to pick.
Oh, wonderful.
Wow.
And then it's just like 1/4 ounce of agave syrup. So I'm just going to eyeball it.
Should we make lemon bars?
We can.
I think that's
Kathy,
a great idea.
Kathy, what kind of a Puerto Rican are you not liking coconut?
I like the flavor of coconut. I don't like the texture of coconut.
Yeah, for Ben, it is definitely a texture thing. And this one, the original recipe calls for Angostura bitters. I don't have, believe it or not, Angostura bitters on our bar cart, but I do have Fee Brothers, so I'm going to use this.
Oh,
it calls for a couple of dashes. Anders actually recommended more than 2 dashes if you like the hints of cinnamon and other cloves and other things that are in Angostura bitters. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 3 dashes. Okay.
Yeah, you really are taking liberties with this drink.
Yeah, not too many really. But I've got that.
It turns out.
Okay, so I'm going to shake this up. I'm also going to prepare my little, again, I don't have a brandy snifter, so I'm just using a small hurricane glass that I have to kind of give the look of a penguin's body. That's how he described it.
Oh, dear Lord.
So
I know. I know where this is going.
So let's go ahead and shake this. All right. Now, I'm going to strain this into the glass.
Strain away. Oh my gosh. It looks like sewage.
Yeah, it looks like
with a lot of cream.
It's the berry.
It's another one of those. It's another one of those Molly drinks.
That's another Molly drink.
Molly water.
It actually looks pink. The light doesn't just do it justice.
Apparently, no, it has a light tan. People, it's gross.
But then you also top off the cocktail with a little bit more shaved ice, and then you garnish it. Now, Anders is not a big person to garnish, but this particular drink, he said, you know what? I'm celebrating 500,000 subscribers on my channel. This was almost a year ago that he did that. So he showed this cocktail. And this is, if you look at this, it looks like the eyes and beak of a penguin.
Again, you spent way too much time on this drink.
So you do that, and then you top it.
I mean, I'm like one of those
with an umbrella, and
I'm like, oh, you fell on the carpet, and we're gonna get ants. Oh my god!
Poor penguin.
Okay, let me go get a rag.
He's gonna get a
He
rag.
is a lonely penguin.
It's a lonely penguin. Yeah, no wonder the penguin is lonely. Thank you, Matt. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give this cocktail a try.
It does look like a demented penguin.
Cheers, everyone. You know what? Being that it's crushed ice,
can I move
I
this?
am going to go ahead and use it. Yeah, go ahead and move that.
Okay. It mostly fell on...
Right here.
Yeah.
I just had to tell him where it fell. So he's...
Great. He's making me bend down.
It's actually not a bad cocktail. It's pretty good. I like this one.
Enjoy it. You made a mess.
All right. Now that I have
like
cocktail...
I like what Pete says about the drink. He's trying to put me in my place.
Yeah, you can never spend too much time on a drink you will enjoy. And you know what? I am going to enjoy this one. Thank you, Pete.
Well, your earbuds smell like
Huh?
A lot of people take 6 months for eggnog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some in the fridge.
And then there's 12-year-old scotch.
I have this in hand now. Arnie's in trouble. I don't know about that. But let's go ahead and start this movie review because I needed this for that. All right. Polar Opposites. This film starred Rhiannon Fish and Markian Tarasiuk, I guess or Tarasiuk. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. He's been in other films here on Hallmark Channel before, as has Rhiannon Fish. In fact, Doug has seen so many Rhiannon films that he boycotted this one.
I boycotted it, and I was absolutely 100% correct, and I told you not to watch this. And he told me the premise. And it is, I would have been livid if I saw this.
So, Emma, played by Rhiannon, needs to get to Antarctica to reach her father, which doesn't explain her father is a researcher in Antarctica. So she travels to South America but can't get on a boat for the last leg of the trip to Antarctica. She sneaks onto a cruise ship and meets engineer Andy. Okay, let's unpack this one. Sherry did not like it. Ben, you did not like it.
Hold on. We have to qualify this.
I only watched the first 5 to 10 minutes of it. I could not get past that, and I turned it off.
Okay. Ben, you watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
I'll say this. There are a lot of Hallmark films out there where we have to suspend reality in order to get into the story.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I did that for this one.
Yeah. Now, see, the suspension of reality is usually with some kind of fantasy like Santa Claus or wishes coming true. Or, for instance, remember the Lemon Drop film last year?
Yeah, that was a great film.
Great film. And we gave it a 10. Yeah, fantastic film. This one, however,
You wasted...
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got the wrong picture there. Ben, you said it was a dumpster fire. That's actually the cast there.
Okay. You wasted our data streaming this. So now we have less data for our internet. And you wasted electricity watching this. This movie sounded and was horrible.
To answer that question there, no, don't sell your stock, because regardless of how bad films are,
Oh no.
people will still watch these.
Yeah,
and I am sure that there were fans of this film online. I'm not one of them. The premise of the film is that she gets this phone call that sounds like her father is in trouble. He says he was very
the satellite phone was breaking up and she couldn't make out the message from him.
So it was garbled.
Yes.
Yeah. So rather than try and contact someone else in Antarctica or wait for another phone call or another opportunity to call her father, no, what does she do? She gets on a plane to South America immediately. And the next day she's there and she says, I'll figure it out. I know I'll get to Antarctica. When she gets there, she's told she can't go because she doesn't have the proper paperwork filed. So she stows away on the ship. Okay, so many things wrong with this. So many things. So the fact that she is on the ship is still astonishing to me, because you just can't walk onto a ship. They check your paperwork no matter where you go. Doesn't matter if you go in through crew or through passengers. You can't get on the ship.
Can't get on a ship. We've been on a cruise twice.
Okay. I'll make a note of this right now. Kathy says we're crazy. She says it was a cute storyline.
Oh no! A cute storyline is girl goes back to small town to see help her troubling little farm or store, and she runs into her old beau, and that's a Hallmark movie, not this crap to go save penguins in Antarctica.
Okay, yeah, her father is a researcher in Antarctica. She thinks that she doesn't know where he is. In fact, no one at the base knows where he is, because he doesn't keep his tracker with him, which also is against policy.
Also, she's scared about him because he supposedly has a heart condition.
She never says heart condition. She always says chest pains.
Yeah.
By the way, that part of the story ends up being just indigestion. Yeah.
It just sounded. Then I heard about the iceberg.
Yes, the thing is that he was
my God,
the reason why he said there was trouble was because there were two penguins that were separated when an iceberg broke off the edge of the continent. And Lola, the female penguin, was separated from her partner Hugo, and that's what they were named anyway. The whole process of getting that iceberg tethered and then dragged back in, you don't do that again. You do not.
And drawing a cartoon of a submarine does not help.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing was, excuse me, effing stupid.
What Doug was talking about is Rhiannon was a courtroom artist. So she usually draws for the. So when she's talking to the
killer whales,
when she's talking about the killer whales with the engineer Andy and a solution, he's talking about something submersible, and so she's drawing something. She says, "Oh, you mean something like this?" And it looked like an animated drawing of the Yellow Submarine, just really very cartoonish. And he said, oh, "You're brilliant!" Like, oh, please.
And then I guess when the penguins met up, the one male penguin showed its egg. And I'm like, oh, this is so stupid.
He had been keeping the egg warm for his partner, so yeah.
Okay. We have to make a note of that, and that is not uncommon for a male penguin to keep an egg warm. We saw it in March of the Penguins, which was very, very well narrated by
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, thank you, Morgan Freeman. And that was from 20 years ago.
I want a Hallmark story of saving a veteran, small towny, not Planet Earth Hollywood.
And while Kathy's upset with us for being so harsh on this film, I'm being harsh on this film simply because it's not plausible at all. And yes, it's meant to be entertainment.
Well, I want to escape.
But I want to have some believability to a story like this. And this one, I was not invested emotionally at all.
You want to be entertained.
You have to top that off with the fact that Rhiannon Fish is just a terrible actress.
Yeah.
That's why I don't watch her.
Yeah.
Told you not to do this.
Yeah. We've talked about her before.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to stab my ear with a ice pick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad because of just stuff that I stick by my guns and I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
And
So,
Sherry,
Good
you
for
And
you.
good for you, Doug.
look at
I
that.
know. My
Jim
mental health is better for it.
Jim is here.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
Work, you
Yes,
stupid
Jim's
thing.
show is Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on his channel, More Sunshine, Please. He is doing a show tomorrow night. You'll see that advertised in the commercial. It's coming up. But for this movie itself, we had such a fantastic film last year with Love of the Irish. It was positively delightful. And that was an absolute 10. We would have given it a higher score if possible. Ben, how did you score this one? Out of 1 to 10 gold crowns, how did you score this film?
-2.
I'd give it 0.
Sherry, you?
I can't even give it a crown. I hated this movie.
I couldn't, from the little bit I saw, I would not have given it anything.
Okay, yeah. And me, I also gave it a 0.
That's usually not me.
Paul.
Our Hallmark savant says, I had a root canal this morning and enjoyed that more than this movie.
Oh, wow.
I hope you're doing okay, Paul.
I can understand you going through stuff.
Okay, Christy said this movie was toothpaste and orange juice.
Exactly.
No.
Yes, I totally agree.
I like toothpaste and orange juice, so I need something like
about the
Not
only
together.
other regular film that we gave
Courtney
0
said?
crowns to was probably The Love Club, which was last year.
Did you see what Courtney said?
An
upside down crown.
You know what, Courtney?
give.
I like that. We can give it an upside down crown.
No, crown that is on fire. You'll be understanding why I'm going to talk about fire lately.
That's what the dumpster fire is for.
Yeah, it should have been a Hallmark logo on that dumpster.
But just a reminder, Countdown to Christmas for us begins Monday, September 1st, 2025. Hallmarks will most likely begin the second weekend of September. October. So I'm guessing probably around October 13th.
We're still watching Hallmark movies. So there's Hallmark Channel.
September on 15th.
And there's Hallmark Movies and Mysteries or Hallmark Movies, which did 9
Hallmark
movies. Let's just say we watched 3 out of the 9 so far, and we gave all 3 of them 10s.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to be milking that out in the coming weeks or months. So we're going to be watching all of them because they're incredible. Like, mind-blowingly awesome.
Tom is still watching Christmas movies.
Yeah. This Lonely Penguin has helped me cope with this review. So everyone, thank you so much on this one. We watch these films. So in the case that it's this awful, you don't have to.
I didn't watch it.
Everyone.
I'm proud of myself.
Okay, we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live.
You're watching PTV.
You're gonna make it after all.
Everything fresh, nothing frozen, that's no lie. That's what goes in it, in and out. That's what it's all about. In and out, in and out. That's what a hamburger's all about.
have a little bit of Christmas right now. Sherry, last week you organized a wonderful craft project where we made.
I didn't organize it. You guys told me that's what I was going to do.
That's true. That is true. That's what we did. But she made a wonderful wreath. Is the wreath hanging on the wall yet?
Oh no,
no, that won't go up until the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well,
in the meantime, I'm sitting on the couch.
Before we get into our craft project,
with all that glitter.
There are towels.
There's something underneath it, Doug.
Welcome, Brittany.
I'm dealing with all mine. It's just attacking my PTSD.
Now, I want to show one thing. We have social media. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Pepper Tree Villa. And on Twitter, a couple weeks ago, I posted a poll, and I asked people to vote for which they would like to see for the themed Christmas tree here in the office. And you can see spinning right next to Doug. It's there on a rotating base.
Can you move that a little bit?
Actually, I'm going to show a nice close-up video of it. So here is the winning vote. It was going to be either Disney Animation or Mouse Heads or Pixar. And the winning vote was Mouse Heads. So here you see the tree as it is decorated for.
You didn't turn off the light.
No, I did not, because if you have the light on, you can see the ornaments. If the light's not on, you don't see the ornaments at all.
This is done with the new iPhone 12 Pro, everybody. The video on this thing is spectacular.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the quality of that. So anyway, this is the look of the Mouse Head tree.
That's a beautiful tree.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you can tell that's the tree that's here in the office normally, but of course that tree is now down because we have started the process of taking down the Christmas forest. So we had a little over 24 people, over 24 people see this house. This was probably the longest before late COVID days. While the amount was shocking and surprising and overwhelming and unbelievable, what I got over and over and over again was not just that. It was more the fact of how everything is designed and themed. Yeah. I mean, mouse heads, Dalmatian, train. That was blowing more people's minds away than more the amount and how much crap we had. I played that clip of the mouse head tree specifically for this. Okay. Chatty is now hanging out wherever he can. Our baseboards are so clean. But Chatty's on the floor right there. He was there earlier hanging out, formerly the Mousehead tree. So yeah.
Lonely Chatty.
Yeah, it's very open here.
Yeah, Chatty's a little sad about that. But you know what? Like I said,
it's going to be
as
here
promised,
on August 29th.
Yeah, Chatty is going to be part of the show throughout the year. We want that flavor of Christmas to always be here every week. So we wanted to make sure that Chatty's going to be a part of that. So, but yeah.
Should have had a hanging tear down his eye.
Yeah, he says that Chatty looks abandoned. No, he's not abandoned. He's just sad. He's just sad. But let's move on to this. Okay. I know that Ben and Sherry have some things there, but I want to start with this one. If you look at Doug, look behind where Doug is sitting. If you can pull out, there are two totes. And one, if you look closely, here, let me present camera here. If you look closely, you'll see one says F1, but then on top of the other one,
oh, that's F1.
You see these QR codes. This is what we alluded to last week about something that was arriving in the mail. This is a new coding system that we have for our inventory for our Christmas totes. This is, wow. This is called totescan.com. We downloaded some QR codes that we purchased. They were like 10 cents each.
10 cents. It was, and then you use their software that's part of embedded with these QR codes, and it gives you a database.
It's a downloadable app on iOS and Android devices. So you just scan this, and you can give all the information, including pictures of what's in that tote, so you know exactly what's where.
So your QR code you're paying for pays for the privilege to be in this database that you have access to.
Something else that's wonderful about that is that you can search by word. So if you want, for instance, specifically, if we're looking for snowman and we need to know which totes have snowmen in it, we can search it that way. As long as it's in the database, we're good that way. So
all you need to do is put your phone up to it, it buzzes, and it shows you what's inside.
But this is what we're dealing with right now. We have a bunch of totes that are labeled, and they're out of order right now because we just put them up on the shelves to get them out of the way as we're unpacking. But normally all the letters are in order. With this particular system, we're going to be changing even how the totes are stored in the garage. So
that's a fraction of that.
This is just a fraction of the totes that we're going to be using.
Oh, Christy, that cruise ship has sailed when you have to start using QR codes to label. We liked the system we had. It worked. It's just, we want to just be a little bit more anal retentive about it, and just to be a little bit, so there's no ambiguity. And when we were told about this from Christmas Clatter, Todd from Christmas Clatter.
Yes, that's right.
He told us about it, and he says it's not, you don't have to pay for a subscription. You don't have to do the QR codes you pay to get in this database. So it's very cool. I'm like, we're going to give it a shot.
Okay, let me go ahead and pull this box out of here. There's something else that
Arnie, before you continue, I need to address this in the chat stream from Daniela and John. Can you put up the picture that I sent you for them? This is what we thought of the film.
Oh, actually, I need to go back to that one spot. I'll show them. This was our review screen, and that picture there shows a dumpster fire.
It was bad.
That is what we thought of the film.
Okay, thank you for that.
And John is saying Rhiannon is my fave, and he's of course laughing about that.
Bite your tongue.
Of course he is. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, watch that part because I think you'll laugh because it was just a horrible, stupid movie.
Yeah. Okay. So
then
I'll present camera again. Doug did a design for us. We finally have new spam cards. So when we're out and about and people ask questions about our channel, we can just simply give them a card and tell them where to go. As seen on YouTube.
Because we've been out a lot and they're like, what's your channel? Because we say, we have 50 Christmas trees. Yes.
Yeah.
So now very simple.
Yeah. So
we should plant ourselves out in front of a Trader Joe's and start passing out cards.
That's what we tell a lot of people because we talk about the food, which we are going to be talking about the food in a minute.
We will be talking about the food in a bit. Sherry, you received something today.
I actually got 2 packages today.
Do you want a box cutter instead of scissors? It might help.
Yeah. Did I give you back yours?
Yeah, I've got it here.
Okay. Thank you.
I think I might try it. Oh, it's cute. It's frosty.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
incredibly good.
Yeah. This is something I've been wanting to try for a while, but haven't bought any of it before.
Let me get the other box for you.
It's dark sealing wax.
I think you were a code.
You know, so that I can I can antique some of my crafts. So it's just a can of dark sealing wax. Add character and a vintage look. But this...
Oh, my people.
But this is some of my after Christmas shopping for myself.
Oh, no.
Sherry, we wanted to also... Gosh. Velveteen Lounge Kitchen is here watching tonight.
Oh,
hello, Kelly. Paul.
It could be a Paul. It could be a Kelly. We don't know.
They are going to be on our show next month when we talk about Jell-O. Jell-O is going to be a theme all year long. We were going to do that tonight, but other things came up, so we have postponed that by a week or two. So we will be giving you a Jell-O show.
Last week
Okay.
we Last week we promoted it. So we were telling everybody in our thing, this is I'm talking to Paul and Kelly or Paul, that you're gonna be on, we're gonna promote, and we've already picked out our recipe. Nobody knows about what we picked out yet, so this is gonna be fun. And we love them so much.
These are from Mr. Christmas. There's Deck the Halls. We Wish You a Merry Christmas and Jingle Bells.
Oh my gosh.
You take it out of the sleeve and it plays.
Actually, that's really cool. Those are awesome. So they're ornaments?
They're ornaments, yes.
Yeah, they just hang on the tree like that.
And you grab the record and it starts playing.
Yep.
Okay, those are
cute.
awesome.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I love them.
It even has harmony. But yeah, I got those on sale after Christmas, so
that's a cute. Those are cute.
I would have to say those are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I usually have issues with some of the things Sherry orders, but this I'll give a thumbs up.
But look at the retro looking covers.
You know, the retro artwork just really sells it.
I mean, this is something for only us to touch because I don't like people touching my stuff.
Santa behind a piano key. That's great.
Those are actually kind of cool.
Okay, so
and you found them on the Amazon?
No, not on Amazon. From Home Shopping Network.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So Ben, what do you have there?
I went shopping on DisneyStore.com and was very happy to find that this was put back into stock.
Oh, I love that.
Hold on.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Arnie and Doug got this, and I kept putting it off. And I thought, I'm going to get it. And then when I went to go get it, it was out of stock. And I was pissed because I thought it would never come back. But there you go. It's a nice Christmas ornament. And it also lights up.
That's very cool.
But this will go into storage for...
Next year?
Actually, no, it's not going to go into storage. I'm going to keep this one out. It doesn't have anything Christmassy on it. And it can be just one of those things that I can look at and it'll make me smile.
Good. Wonderful.
Yeah, this stuff from Home Shopping, I hadn't been on Home Shopping in years, but there was an ad that came through on Facebook.
Of course.
And it had a lot of Christmas stuff, and there were several Mr. Christmas items that they had that I fell in love with, but I had to pick and choose, so I chose those.
Is that the only thing you bought?
And it didn't have anything to do with the Mr. Christmas contest on Hallmark Plus.
Sherry, I waited a couple times. I did get what you showed me on Christmas Day. I will talk about that later. It just arrived at our P.O. box.
Oh, nice.
You do know.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
We'll talk later about that.
But I want to surprise everybody because we don't have it.
Okay. So we're going to be doing a little taste of Canada tonight.
We love our Canadians.
Of course, this is courtesy of a friend of a friend. Our friend Scott has his best friend Rona lives in Canada, and she came for a visit and offered us Christie fruit creams. So,
one side's English, one side's French. I got the burps.
Yeah, it's great. This side of the label is English. This side is French. How Canadian is that? This is wonderful.
So
Even the nutrition facts in French and English. So
Well, that's good. You ready?
yeah,
Get your cookies out.
let me get these cookies out.
Give me a cookie.
Yeah, one side is fruit, the other side is a solid cookie.
Okay, do I have a napkin around here?
No, I don't have a napkin.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna make a mess. I need a napkin. Plus, I might need to spit it out.
That's
I
doubtful.
I doubt
That
it.
is very doubtful. It's Canadian.
Although
It's gonna
he
be
is
good.
fussy with cookies.
So go ahead and start, Ben. Sherry. And
They remind me of the Pepperidge Farm cookies that are stuffed with jam.
okay. Christy says they look like jammy Dodgers. Janie's asking, is it sort of like a Linzer? Not really. There's just a jello, or sorry, a jelly
Jelly?
top, and then it's cream filled.
Yeah, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a chewy.
Yeah.
It's the chewy jelly thing.
It reminds me of the Pepperidge Farm cookies like this. No, not Pepperidge Farm, Knott's Berry Farm cookies.
Yeah, you're right. Knott's Berry Farm. That's actually really good.
These are really good. You got to get past the idea that this is not soft. It's really like chewy, like a soft gummy bear.
Like fruit leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But these are really good. I like these.
They're not.
Daniela, if you ever want to send us a box of these, we won't say no.
Yeah, we would not say no.
Because we don't want to kill you in shipping.
They're delicious.
But these are actually, I want to know if there's different flavors. What is this one?
Our friend Hit or Miss, of course, they're from Canada. So
yeah, all the good people right now.
It just says classic fruit cream biscuits.
Tell you what, we'll meet on the border. You can just throw it over the fence.
That would have been cool.
Oh, definitely. Those are good.
They're
I'll
good.
like those. Okay,
Very good.
but that's not the only tasting that we're going to do tonight. We're also going to check out this.
What's new at Trader Joe's?
Now,
I think we have those. The Aero chocolates.
Oh,
I think they're in our bag.
Ooh, and Aero chocolates.
But we have those. We've tried them, I think, in the past.
Aero chocolates? I don't know that we have. Anyway.
I'm almost sure I think we have. But
this is a bag of blue cheese potato chips. They're Irish potato chips. So
they came out in October, and you couldn't find them. And people were all over the socials and went crazy over them.
Yeah.
And they happened to be ours, and they said, "Oh, we got a stash back in."
So I'm going to give these a try. Ben, you're not a big fan of blue cheese, but Sherry, you are.
I am.
Yeah,
Donna likes
These
them.
are supposed to be super popular.
Yeah, I like blue cheese.
Donna likes them. Courtney likes them.
Yeah. There's Nick. All right. I want to try these.
My taste buds are a little messed up. You'll find that out.
Oh.
But I actually can taste. I can taste them.
Yeah.
They're salty. Or maybe I have to need another one.
Oh yeah. Follow up with the second one.
Yeah, you got to get the cookie out of your tongue
And
first.
Just for safe things, I'm going to try a third too.
It's because of multiple things why my taste buds are all out of whack.
Okay. I need to get these.
And we had those the good cookies, which screwed it up.
I need to put these down, otherwise I will suck this bag dry. These are fantastic.
They're actually really good. I just want to have them a little bit later.
I love these.
They're actually really
I'll
good.
have to go get some.
Yeah. If you can find them, these may still be in stock. I believe this may be, while it's new, it might be seasonal. But if you can find these at Trader Joe's, give them a try. I really like these. They are the Irish potato chips.
There's cookie in me, and my taste buds are all out of whack, but...
Yeah, definitely.
Matt, I'm with you. I am not a fan of blue cheese either.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
there are a lot of people do.
Love a good blue cheese dressing on a salad.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and crumbled blue cheese, just like feta. Just fantastic on a salad.
Yep.
And yeah, you know what? It might be fungus. I don't care. The blue part.
That's what cheese is. You're eating something that's rotting.
I don't care. It's delicious. All right, everyone. We're going to take another quick break here, but we'll be right back with Craft Time with Sherry. You're watching PTV Live.
Welcome to the heartbeat of Orlando, where style beats the Sunshine State. Express your love for Orlando with our casual line of clothing, celebrating the iconic 407 area code. Feel the vibe. Wear the pride. 407 Original Brand Apparel. Available at theorlandoguy.com.
You're watching PTV.
What's going on?
Well, we ordered a gift online, and we really need to do something with it. I'm just not sure what.
What is it? Well, just return it. Returning gifts is easier than ever with priority mail flat rate boxes from the Postal Service. If it fits, it ships anywhere in the country for a low flat rate. Plus, I can pick it up for free.
Perfect, because we have to get that out of this house.
Come on, it's not that big. Oh yeah, that's gotta go.
Priority mail flat rate shipping starts at $4.95, only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship and return.
Yeah, that was probably 20, 30 years ago now.
Because the shipping is not that cheap, and it's very, very expensive and difficulty.
I was just given an early birthday present.
Oh, you didn't.
Thank you, Dad.
And what is
No.
Sherry?
It's the Disneyland ornament for myself.
Yeah, I gave her her own thing of the ornament. Her reaction over here made me think she's going to go online and try and buy it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would.
right.
Yeah, I had that. Ben, I had that exact same feeling. I could have just seen her.
That's why I had to give it to her now.
You should have just
Otherwise, I'd have
wrapped
three
it
in
up
this
and
house.
said, "Oh, here's your. Since it's in exactly 1 month tomorrow, here's your birthday
I
gift."
know. Can you believe it already? 69.
Yeah.
What?
69.
What? Disneyland in a couple of months will be 70.
70.
Yeah, I'm going to be 69, Arnie.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, in 1
69.
month you'll be 69.
Wow, okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, enough. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
we're getting
start
old and we're all
We're thinking about that. Yeah, we're all falling apart. Let's go ahead and try this. Sherry, it's time for craft time. Okay, Sherry, you have something in mind for crafting tonight. What are you doing?
We're going to do a wreath. A rag wreath is what it's called.
A rag wreath?
A rag wreath.
I don't even know what that means.
This is a frame from Dollar Tree, heart-shaped wire frame. And then this is a...
I'm so jelly, Donna.
Sherry, Donna says, by the way, I just ordered a set of those musical instruments.
She hates watching
Musical
us.
ornaments are coming to Donna.
Yeah, she hates watching us because every time we show her something, she's like, ugh, I just bought 2 or 3 things that you guys showed. Every time I watch, I buy something. That's kind
So
of...
at any rate, this is a Dollar Tree wire frame.
Thank you, Mar.
This is a beaded heart that Dollar Tree sells, but I took it apart and I took it apart up here and removed 12 beads so that it'll fit right in the center when I'm done with this. You're also going to need some fabric, and these were fabrics that I had here in my stash, so I didn't have to go buy any of them, but I'm using what's called a fat quarter. A quarter of a yard of fabric is 9 inches by 41, 42, depending on the manufacturer of the fabric.
Yeah.
I would hope. I wish it was that easy. You could tell them. Now we sold a bunch of those stupid ornaments. How much were those things? I mean, we do not need them.
I don't
But I'm just.
remember. But a fat quarter is 18 by 31. So you've got a lot more fabric to work with.
Yeah, I was gonna
'Cause this
say.
is what-
I was gonna say that fabric looks a little chubby.
Yeah, that's why it's called a fat quarter. But what I'm going to do, I've got 3 of them. I've got that one. I have this fuchsia looking one. And I have,
That looks like snails.
and then I've got, let me find the right end here that I need. And then I've got this one with hearts on it.
They're selling fast. They're $32.95 for
The 3. Yeah.
$10 a piece. That's not gross.
That's not a bad. Those ornaments.
Okay, what I'm going to try.
Jim's asking, will we be imploring Sherry not to use the window frame again this week?
Yeah, she got hissed a lot about that. That was yeah, we got a little
The window
hissy.
frame. The window frame. Oh.
Yeah.
And be mine that was on an angle.
I see fairy lights.
I'm going to try something. I've not done this before, so I'm going to try something.
Oh.
And we are going to
Look at that glow.
Before we even start, can
I what?
give me a hand here by holding this, because I don't want to getting all tangled up. So just hold it like this, and then I'm going to unwrap from the back. And I'm just going to start wrapping them before I do anything to see if I can get them around this whole frame.
Would you look at that? It already, I tell you, I really like fairy lights like that. I know Richard's a big fan of it. Richard, the Orlando guy.
Who doesn't like glow?
He's always asking for fairy lights or a Mod Podge.
Yeah, well, this one doesn't have Mod Podge, but it does have fairy lights. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but let's see.
This is good. This is like a 4-hand job.
Like I said, I've not seen this particular wreath done this way, but we'll see.
Okay, but I'm glad you're there to help her with the fishing the lights
Give a
around.
hand. Give a hand.
So this one takes a lot of diligence and care to make sure that you get it just right.
Well, it's just that you don't want the lights getting all twisted.
Or bunched up.
Yeah.
Well,
or
you
bunched
also want the lights to be staggered, because sometimes when you wind like this, all the lights end up going in a row.
Well, I'll be able to work with it after, kind of.
I've done that where I'm like, oh, this is stupid. And when I was winding it all up, all the reds were in one section, all the oranges were all in the section, all the blues.
I've had that problem too, Doug.
It's like,
it drives me crazy.
That's stupid.
Jean, why not colored lights? I think it's not colored lights because she wants a uniform look on this with the red fabrics that she's using for the
With
heart
the red
design.
Yeah, with the Valentine theme. I don't want colored lights with the Valentine theme.
God, because it's
Now,
already 30 days. Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have some red fairy lights that I'm going to be using in another project for Valentine's Day that we'll be doing, which will be kind of fun. You know what? Let's do this, Ben.
What?
Let's go through here, because I want to wrap it right around this point.
Okay.
Before I continue wrapping it so that it will stay. So see what I'm doing here?
She went inside of the frame instead of going around the frame.
And now we're going to keep going. Continue the way we were, so that
Just to anchor the lights in place.
Oh, makes sense. Clever.
Okay. Next. Keep wrapping.
Yep.
It looks like we're going to have just enough to go around the heart.
Well, it's 50 lights, but once we get to the end, we'll be able to
fudge,
yeah, by moving them around some.
Yeah, there's the heart. That's a Christmas Vacation reference, everyone.
Yeah,
these things are.
Where is that? There we go. For a Christmas reference.
Are they getting tangled now?
Yeah, just a little bit. I have 2.
Okay.
Wow. Do some tangles.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you do live crafting and you want to do everything from start to finish and not get.
You got a tangle?
The lights are tangled, but we're working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, they always, I don't know how they manage to get themselves into a knot, but they always do.
Sure. We have a question from Jean. If you hang it up, where does that light box go for the batteries?
I will be anchoring it on the back with the zip tie.
Oh, gotcha. But that zip tie will be loose enough that you'll be able to open the battery pack to replace the batteries?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Or if I put it in just one of the plate displays like I've done before, I'll be able to just lay it on the
Okay, let's try it again.
Okay.
And look at that, it's working.
Oh, you went the wrong way.
I did?
Yep.
Oh. Sorry.
There we go.
The lights look good on camera.
Do they?
Well, yeah. They it's like a pinpoint of light. All right. Let's.
Chrissy's interjecting. I hope I'm not horrible for saying this, but I hate Valentine's Day. You know what?
Christy, we around here always use it as Sherry's birthday, so.
But it's bittersweet, Christy, because it was the same day my dad passed away. It's going to be 36 years this next month. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what my dad would think about this particular show, what we do and everything. I sometimes wonder about that.
Do you think he would probably embrace any technology?
Dad?
Was he when you guys have a young computer?
Well,
you guys had a computer and he got it?
No, actually, I got my computer after he had already passed. That's when I got my first computer. But the one thing I remember my dad just embracing was that long cord from the cable company when the remote. It wasn't a remote; it was a cabled remote, so it was attached to the TV, and you could drag it to the your chair
on a slider box.
On a slider box, he loved that thing. So I think there are some things of technology that Dad would have embraced.
Yeah, I think probably see that. Your mom definitely had. She had no problems.
Mom was on some things like she was on social media before me.
I just loved it when she calls me or texts me and says, "Okay, why is my computer and the browser's doing this?" I'm like, "You have to go in," and I printed out a go in, reset cache, reset settings, reset history, and reboot. And she's like, "Oh, thank you," because God knows where she was surfing online that causes the web browser to blow up.
Thank you, Chrissy.
With her is she would go down rabbit holes on Facebook.
Oh yeah, she starts clicking on everything. She goes, "Why?"
And then not know how to back herself out.
Yep. And then all of a sudden she gets this kind of weird warning. But at least I print her out that little cheat sheet, and whenever she kind of started hissing at her, she would just.
But even then, she didn't do it. I hate to bother you, but.
Well, later on, yeah, it was a little difficult.
Okay, now I'm down here at the end. I think what I'm going to do is. What's going on
You gonna anchor it again?
I gotta get.
She's doing this on the fly, everyone.
Yeah, I've never tried doing it with what is going on here?
Well, thank you, Christy, but
I
we've
see.
we've moved on from missing dad. We're still mourning mom a little. But
We
Sherry,
we still miss dad, but it's
yeah,
just not as strong as it was.
No,
No,
Time helps, and it's
he
just part
was
of
an
life.
ornery cuss.
yeah, he
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
He
on.
was ornery cuss.
But
Okay.
when it comes to
Sherry-
mom, Sherry and I watched mom deteriorate, so we had dealt with a lot of the grieving prior to her passing.
Like 3
So,
years prior.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sherry, how are you anchoring this?
She's trying to figure it
I'm trying
out.
to figure out where the end is.
Would you want to wrap it around each of those points at the bottom?
No. This is what
I would like to hear what Christy doesn't really care. Is it because if you work for Hallmark, you not a big fan, or why do you kind of hate Valentine's Day? We just think it's silly that you take time and take people that you really love, and you have to like go through all this drama just to show them you love them. I will also be might be very controversial. We're also never really been big on Mother's or Father's Day. I shouldn't take that day to care about people who brought me into this life. I think it's those three: Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and Father's Day are actually stupid holidays.
I'm kind of
They're manufactured.
Yeah, they're stupid. They're just not necessary. I shouldn't take a day. I mean, it should be an everyday thing. They're just silly. So,
yeah.
Oh,
some people love that.
That's looking pretty good, Sherry.
Janie, our father was in the service. He served in the army during World War II, and it's been long believed that he suffered from PTSD, which was not diagnosed at that time, and he never would have dealt with that.
Wouldn't have. He would definitely.
That would be kind of fun if you
hosting a formal dinner party for Valentine's Day. Actually, that sounds fun.
If you're probably with a group of people and you're doing it to just kind of like have fun, but just taking that out, that's kind of cute.
But again, in our family, a formal dinner for Valentine's Day is usually wrapped around Sherry's birthday. So,
you had Sherry's birthday to always deal with.
And it's never been on Valentine's Day proper.
Doug, how do you feel about Grandparents' Day?
Well, that is something that came on after I lost all my grandparents. So when that's kind of a newish kind of thing.
Okay, there it is wired.
I still feel the same thing too.
Sherry, that's pretty cool.
Okay, now
that's really cool.
Let's turn it off and go to the next thing, which I'm going to take the fabric.
The fat fabric.
Fat fabric. And I'm just going to...
You fold it over a couple times?
I'm going to fold it over a couple of times. I'm not even measuring. I'm cutting about an inch, I think.
Oh.
All the way down.
Oh, okay.
So you're just going to tie strips of fabric to the wreath?
Uh-huh. That's a rag.
Okay. And I always felt like Charlie Brown, he never got Valentine cards. The cartoon, Be My Valentine. Everybody else was giving out Valentine, and Charlie Brown didn't get any. So I always felt like that.
By the way, Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown, is one of the usually forgotten Peanut specials, but it's a delightful special.
Okay, keep that thought. I want to share that with you, Ben.
Yeah, he's going to come back to you to tell you something. We got a mailer from the Charles Schulz Museum today.
Oh.
Being that we're members of the museum, they keep us informed of special events. And on February 8th, they're having a special event at the museum. And this event is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown.
Oh, how wonderful.
Celebrate Valentine's Day with special guests Jason and Sean Mendelsohn, the sons of the producer Lee Mendelsohn, as they discuss the animated Be My Valentine's Charlie Brown for the 50th anniversary and the premiere release of Vince Guaraldi's soundtrack album for the special.
Oh, that's awesome.
Also, make Valentine's with your sweet baboo and enjoy sweets and bubbly for all ages. Corbell cookie or take a bite of go-go squeeze while listening to a live Guaraldi jazz performance.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's cool. I'm like, how busy are we? I mean,
this is on it's on Saturday night, February 8th, 6 to 8 p.m.
Is it free?
Oh.
I think you have to register. Oh, this is only members only. I don't know how many people we could bring.
So I'm
but
taking...
we heart. This is the 50th anniversary because the 60th anniversary is for But yeah, that's what it looks like.
Here, Mia. Oh, let me present our camera.
Sorry, Sherry, we're bored with you.
No, that's fine.
Valentine's Day.
Cool.
Yeah. So on the front, it's a comic.
I kind of wanna go.
I
just don't know how we're gonna feel.
Yeah, but on the cover,
doing this for me, then I can cut the rest. Start cutting the rest.
What do I need
Wonderful.
to do?
This is the cartoon.
There's a cartoon
comic.
There's a comic right here
Right in the
with
middle.
Charlie Brown and Snoopy talking. And Charlie Brown says, I wonder if it's possible to be in love with two different girls at the same time. Snoopy responds by saying, I remember once when I had two cookies, a chocolate chip and a peanut butter, and I love them both.
Yeah, so we're putting this on the
maybe list.
This is definitely on the maybe list. This is just didn't go, goes into recycling.
Sounds like fun.
We have to RSVP by January 31st. We have a couple of weeks.
But the fact that it's described as make Valentine's for your sweet baboo.
Yeah,
sweet baboo.
But I know it just sounded really cool. That was the only thing that came in the mail today. And I'm like, and he read all this to me and it's like, Saturday it's from 6 to 8 p.m. It's cute. So this is going in the maybe pile.
You'd almost want to stay up there that night.
Yeah, that's what I just read and thought about it. Oh God, I don't want to be driving afterwards and you're on a high and it's like dark and it could be raining.
Yeah.
So
it was a dark and stormy night.
It could be a stormy night and we don't even know how much this stuff costs.
No, we don't.
So we're gonna research. But super cute.
Isn't that what Snoopy used to start his novels with? It was a dark and stormy night.
Yes.
Oh, yes. But I can't wait to see what they're going to do for the 60th anniversary. If they just did this for the 50th anniversary of Valentine's. But the music of Vince Guaraldi is awesome. Oh, Arnie's checking the interwebs. Did you go to the website there?
Who knows? It might already be sold out.
Maybe.
It may be. Member only events. Oh, we do like, look at there's that. Click registration, register.
I see that.
Click on the.
But I'm reading everything about it though.
It's the exact same thing here.
Click. I'm reading everything because there's something else that I saw below that I liked. So.
Well, Snoopy as an astronaut looks great.
All right. So it says members only. Please sign in. This is a member only pre-sale event. You must sign in to verify your eligibility.
Are you signed in?
So no, I have not signed in before.
Oh, we need to create a username and password. Oops.
Okay.
You might want to do that this year. Oh, it needs a lot of stuff in it.
So Ben's over here on the side cutting the strips in half for me.
Yeah. And I suggest you get a couple of those things cut and then do a sample.
I'm going
and then we'll get an idea of what it's going to look like.
I want to do the first round because I can't put the heart on until I get the first round done.
What do you mean first round? How many rags are you going to have to put on this thing in order to make a first round?
You've got 2 rows. I'm not doing all of them right now.
Oh my gosh.
But I do want to get the top, the first row done so that I can attach the bead. I told Arnie I was doing start to finish tonight.
we're not doing finish.
No, not the total thing, but
Because
I want to eat.
Yeah, we've got a really, really tasty dinner ready to go once we're done with our show tonight, and I'm more focused on that than I am on Valentine's.
What are you guys scarfing down?
Enchiladas. I made them before.
Enchiladas. Yeah.
We haven't had them in a while, and I threw that idea out the other night when we were at the grocery store, and Sherry went, "Ooh, that sounds good."
Oh, just
so I
write a
made
new
them.
one.
I
Just
made
write.
a pan this afternoon.
Yeah, we actually do what our family refers to as enchiladas. They're actually more like chilaquiles.
Without the egg.
Yeah.
Because chilaquiles are usually breakfast.
Yeah, you haven't had really good chilaquiles until you've done drive-through chilaquiles in Southern California.
Okay, almost start, guys.
Well, apparently, I'm looking at the registration of this, Ben.
Yeah.
And it's 2 members in the household adult, and you can also have non-member guests.
And it looks like
it's free. It's free.
This event is free.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Yeah, we now have an account.
Okay.
Well, you better.
We might. It's like that's 8 o'clock, and it's a whole. God, I sound old. What's the temperature going to be like? What's the weather? What kind of food are they going to have? Is there parking? I mean, that's my life now. Oh, make sure there's a good bathroom.
Well, you know,
I have to think about all that stuff before I leave the house.
That was me yesterday, Doug. I gave Tom tickets to see Shen Yun in Berkeley. And I told him, I said...
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what Shen Yun is, it is a Chinese acrobatic show.
Dance.
They travel all over the U.S.
What was interesting, I found out, was that they have every year, it's a different theme.
Yeah, cut and talk.
I am. It's a different theme.
Chop, chop.
And different costumes and different music.
Every year?
Every year.
Like Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, but they are not allowed to perform any of these in China. It's illegal in China. And they have 8 troops that travel the world doing the exact same show. But it's out of New York, which I found very interesting. It's absolutely stunning.
Absolutely stunning. The Chinese government forbids something like this?
Uh-huh.
Okay, here. I'll cut the rest. You start doing the rag stuff.
What I'm going to start doing is, let me put the heart down. I'm going to turn it back on. And now what I'm going to start doing is get this box out of the way first. I'm just going to start taking the strips, folding it in half, and we're just going in.
Yeah, she's dealing with strips of chicken. I prefer strips of cloth. I prefer chicken strips.
I need to come in through the back.
Yeah, Ben, you were quite hissy on Thursday. That was abnormally hissy for you.
What was?
Oh, you're talking about Taco Bell chicken nuggets?
Your taco.
Oh, my episode.
Your episode on Thursday was quite hissy.
I'm sorry, but Taco Bell had it coming.
Well, we had it before he did it, and yes, not having the sauce pissed me off too. So you shared all of it, but we were all together when we were all going through this.
So it
was stupid.
So you do a loop of these.
Yeah, from the back.
Yeah, Donna says that Ben did not show back.
Thank you, Donna.
I think I'm going to like it with the lights, guys.
The glow of this is going to look awesome.
Well, everything's good with fairy lights.
Donna is saying that we should go to the museum because it would be a great Life with Ben episode.
We're gonna, like I said, Donna, we have until another week or two. We have to make sure things happen, changes, before we can make reservations.
Yeah, get things taken care of first.
Things need to be taken care of first, and move on.
That's on the 8th?
That's on the 8th, right?
Yes, the 8th.
Yeah.
Saturday the 8th.
Which means that would be good timing for an episode of Ben, because that would be Valentine's content on February 13th.
Yeah. I'm liking the looks of this, Sherry.
What's the Easter Beagle? What year was the Easter Beagle come out?
I don't know. I'd have to.
I love that one.
74?
Yeah, and I have no idea how many I've cut or how many I will need total.
Yeah, Gene, you're not alone. I never knew that Taco Bell had chicken nuggets. They were released prior to Christmas, and I guess some lucky people snapped up all the sauces, which still irritates me.
Well, it also depends on the restaurant you go to. Some restaurants don't have fryers, so they can't process nuggets.
Like you said in your video, the nuggets were actually really good. When we tried them, they were actually very, very tasty. It's just you get really excited about the sauces.
Yeah, but it's not a standard chicken nugget with a regular coating. It's actually coated with tortilla chips.
They were actually really good.
It gives a unique flavor and take on a chicken nugget.
Now, I agree with Christy here, Sherry. The lights were worth it. They're looking very good with those rags.
Now, are you going and doing this rag on all 3 lines of this?
No, it's not going to be all 3. It's just going to, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here so that we can.
Yeah, because wouldn't you have to do the inside wire and the outside wire?
Gene, I don't think it's that the stores didn't order enough. I think it's that the company didn't order enough to be produced.
Either that or they were giving out more than.
No, I doubt.
Because like ask you for sauce, they give you.
Well, those are the packets. These are different sauces. They're like McDonald's dunking things for their chicken McNuggets.
Okay, let me do a couple more of these, and then I'll show you what can happen, and then I'll finish it off and show it to you, or send pictures and show it to you next week.
I like Janie's idea. How about the blue cheese chips crushed and coated on chicken?
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be awesome.
And then dip it with blue cheese.
Well, you would have to also crumble raw so you get that little speck of gooiness of actual blue cheese, because this is just flavored dust. It's more salt than anything. But I would do it where you would have the gooiness,
Okay. So how far are you going to go with this?
I'm just going to go over to this rung here.
Okay.
So one more.
Yeah, I'll do one more, and then I'll walk you through what I'm going to do. Trim this one. I got a little
long.
So then I've got that, and then I need a red one.
Yeah, I don't hear complaints about little long when it comes to like churros or pretzels. You can never have too much of that. I'm just hungry.
Yeah, I am too.
What?
You're hungry.
I am.
Okay, so what's going to happen is I will do this whole inside row around here. Then I will come back and do this row, and that'll be it. But once this middle row is done, then I will have this part that I will zip tie to the frame in between the fabric, the rag strip.
Oh, got it. Okay. So That's going to look really nice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to show you the finished product.
But I can do all kinds of things with these lights. Oh,
look at that.
Colored.
Yeah,
You
I'm
see
sure they
that?
have the different colors. Yeah.
Can you
and then they
random
pulse.
That's what I'm going to find.
Okay, that's not it. Oh, there we go.
But that's with the colored lights.
Yeah.
It's a fade with the.
Okay, I think you already cycled through everything. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So I need it back to 8.
So that's crafting with Sherry.
Okay. Well, Sherry, thank you. For those of you that are interested in seeing what this looks like, we will be posting pictures on Blue Sky and Instagram, which will also feed to Threads and Facebook. We'll also share it next week on our show. Just to show the end result and see what you think of this particular craft. Ben, what's happening on Life with Ben this week?
I did way too much after Christmas shopping, gathering more Christmas ornaments like I needed them.
Shame on you.
But I take everyone on a little tour of my latest ornaments.
Wonderful. And of course, we'll be back next week with another episode of PTV Live here at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Pepper Tree Villa. I think that's it for tonight. Gosh, that movie, awful. Don't watch it. Just awful.
Terrible.
What is this week's?
This week's movie? I don't
This
know,
Saturday's?
but we will definitely be reviewing it next Monday night on PTV Live. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, we will be back next week at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll probably continue to update you on different things with the Christmas forest of how things are going.
Are still here.
Paul, Kelly, thank you so much for joining tonight. Yeah, they will be joining us on our show next month when we celebrate Jello because we're doing the whole year of Jello.
I may still be here next week finishing this off.
It's going to be Jello-licious, I tell you.
Oh, you're going to be farting around with this for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone, thank you for joining us. Have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. It's coming up for your moment of groovy. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
And you've been watching PTV Live. Keep safe out there, everyone. It's time for your moment of groovy. Good night.
Good night.